Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am just going to chat with you today about the notion that we've all been taught where a dollar saved is a dollar earned. Well, I don't know if it is. Some of the things I've been looking at lately with inflation, it really is not. We've been taught so many things to do with money that just frankly are not true and are frankly hurting us. And the more we know about money, the better off we can be. I always say money is like oxygen. Okay. You don't think about oxygen when you're breathing it on a daily basis. Wow, I love this oxygen. I'm so thankful for this oxygen. I'm so grateful that I have an abundance of oxygen. But I tell you, if you suddenly don't have any oxygen, you're certainly aware of it, aren't you? Money's the same way. When you've got it, you're spending it, you're doing the things, you're enjoying it. And you're not really thinking about it all that much. But when it is gone, when you're suddenly faced with a job loss or something changes where suddenly money becomes really tight. For me, that moment of fear was when in 2016, Fort McMurray, where I live, we had this huge wildfire and we had to evacuate our city. 88,000 people had to leave our city in a matter of a few hours, and we were locked out of the city and we didn't know when we could return. And I remember thinking to myself, my God, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to earn income again. I was locked out of my physical business. And I remember thinking to myself, the money I have in my bank account right now, that is it. That's all I have to take care of my family. And that was a terrifying thought. And, I look at the pandemic right now, and so many people are going through the exact same thing. Their business or their job is open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. And it's been going on for like 2 years now. The stress of that must be incredible. If you're going through that right now, my heart goes out to you. I've been there in a small way, and I know it is really, really difficult. But that pandemic or that fire really started making me realize a few things about money, and a lot of the things that we've been taught just aren't true about money, and it's frankly hurting us so much. And one of those is the notion that a dollar saved is a dollar earned. I don't believe that. A dollar saved is a dollar lost. A dollar invested is a dollar earned. You need to learn how to make money in your sleep, Warren Buffett says, right? We can take a few notes from Warren Buffett. He knows a few things. He says you need to learn to make money when you're sleeping. And so sometimes when I wake up and I see that I got dividends from some of my stocks, some of my investments, I'm like, yeah, I'm making money when I sleep. It might not be on the level that Warren Buffett is yet, but man, it is sure cool to start to learn about some of these things. So I just want to show you, what does that mean? Because we've been hearing a lot about inflation right now. Inflation in Canada is at an 18-year high. We're at over 4.4%. There's so many supply issues happening. I know in my other business, man, it is so hard to get product. We're hearing people say you need to stock up for Christmas now. So I want to hear, actually, I would love you guys to tell me in the comments, are you starting to buy for Christmas now? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is this news to you? Are you seeing this in your business or your work? Are supply issues becoming a thing? In my other business, the cost of tires has gone up over 40% in the last year. And that's only in the last year. Right? And even if someone wants to get them, they don't exist to order. So many like big truck tires and stuff, you can't even get them. It's just, even if the person was willing to pay double of that, you physically cannot get them. They don't exist to buy. So it's causing inflation. And so, it's not that the demand or anything has gone away. It's that just there is a huge backlog. We shut down the economy for 2 years. People weren't working. Stuff wasn't moving as quickly as it was, and it's starting to catch up on us, and causing some inflation. So what does that mean though on a normal daily basis? Because inflation is something that's always there. What I kind of looked up a few things to break it down a little bit so it makes sense. This really brought it home for me. If you bought a bag of groceries for $20 in 1980, that bag of groceries would have been $32.62 in the year 2000, and it would be $63.08 today. And if we add on the 4.5 or more projected inflation of food that we're going to have over the next year, that bag of groceries is going to probably be around $100 for some items at the end of the year. But what if instead I had saved money? So let's say in the year 2000, I had $10,000 that I worked hard for, and I just said, you know what? I just don't want to lose this money. I don't understand the stock market. I don't understand this stuff. I'm just going to save it. That's the safest thing to do, is just save it. I just want to know it's there. Well, if you had saved that $10,000, it would be worth $6,461 today. You've almost lost half of your buying power just by having it saved. So that's why I'm saying a dollar saved is a dollar lost. You need to learn how to invest your money. And I don't mean learning how to pick stocks. I just mean find someone you trust, find a company you trust that has some good funds, and just start to put your money in there. Start to learn some of the fundamentals. Because if you had invested that $10,000 in a fund that just kind of did the average of what the stock market did over the last 10 years, that $10,000 would be worth $28,371 today, almost triple of what you put in. So it makes a huge, huge difference. We cannot afford to save. We have to learn how to invest. It is really important. And so, you know what? It's fun to look at some stocks. I looked up Shopify. If you had invested $10,000 in Shopify in the year 2000, it would be worth almost $500,000 today. But you know what? What if you had invested in Blockbuster? It would be worth nothing right now. And that's what freezes people. They say, oh my God, I don't want to pick the wrong one. So it doesn't have to be more complicated than it is. You can just find someone that you trust that deals in this stuff, get them to put you in a nice moderate fund. You just start putting your money in every month and you just set it and forget it. Building that habit is so important. But man, if you're thinking that saving your money is the way to go, a dollar saved is a dollar earned, the numbers show that a dollar saved is a dollar lost. We really have to learn how to start putting our money away in places that it can grow. We are just never going to ever be able to get ahead if we don't do that. And so I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear, tell me, are you saving for Christmas already? Are you buying stuff for Christmas? Are you concerned about the supply issues? Do you know what the heck I'm talking about? But if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful at all, it would really help me, honestly, if you left a comment below, even if you just say hi. That will really help other people see this video, and it would mean a lot to me to see you do that for me. So thank you very much. I hope you guys found value in this. And as always, have a